Hey everybody, on the road, heading to Gallup, New Mexico, and I just wanted to share some of the things I do during long drives, or you can even do this during shorter drives. So to basically put your time on the road to good use, because if you're just driving and nothing else is going on, you are getting from A to B, but you're kind of wasting time. And as you know, I'm a big fan of maximizing this precious, finite life that we have been given and putting time to the best use possible. So, first thing that you can do, which I've been doing on this trip, is listening to books and podcasts. So right now, I just finished listening to the Way of Monkey book. So good. I'm listening to The Art of Seduction, also a good book. I've listened to some podcasts, some Aaron Clarey. I think I've mostly been listening to Aaron Clarey on this trip. I'm really into him at this moment. He's really vibing with Aaron right now. That angry Aaron, I'm loving it. So like trying to learn something on a podcast. Another thing you can do is, if you are religious of any sort, is like, I'll say the rosary because, I'm Catholic. You could also meditate if you are, so inclined, or pray, some sort of spiritual type activity to keep your brain and your soul productive. And plus, also doing something like that, especially meditation, will help you to avoid being angry on the road, which, I hate road rage, man. I can't stand that stuff. So it'll help keep you calm on the road and not make me mad. Another thing that's a little bit different is you actually can kind of exercise in the car. So something I do is I'll like tighten my ab muscles for 15 seconds, release for 15 seconds, or thereabouts. I'm not really counting. And then keep on doing that until you get pretty tired. You can do the same with really any sort of muscle in your body, like isometric exercises. What I do, another one, is where I kind of grab the steering wheel and I'll hold myself up, so it's almost like you're doing a curl, kind of working on your biceps and holding yourself up, tightening your biceps up. Once again, you can do that for a minute or two and then give it a rest, and then do it for a minute or two, give it a rest. That's a good one. So, and you can also, just like kind of tighten up any sort of muscle you want to, hold it, release, any sort of isometric exercises. It also balances out the road trip eats. Another thing I like to do is make phone calls. So I don't usually have a ton of time to just talk on the phone. And if I'm talking on the phone while doing chores, it's like you got to use one hand. It's a real pain. So I like to, when I'm driving somewhere, that's when I'm like, okay, let me call my brother, let me call my sister, let me call my parents, call my grandma, make contact with those family members in order to keep the family connection strong, because, strong family connections are important. Or friends, if you want to, call them up. I know making phone calls isn't cool anymore these days, but do not text and drive, because that shit's dangerous. I've seen so many people almost crashing, with their phone in their hand, texting away. Another thing you can do is make videos. So, if you've got something like a YouTube channel or something like that, or whatever kind of video you want to make, like, you can go ahead and make a video. Put your thoughts down. Maybe just jot notes for a song or something you're composing. But yeah, just recording your thoughts or things you want to remember for future use. Anyway, I hope all that stuff comes in handy and makes the time go by a lot faster when you're driving long distances. That is for sure.